Good morning and welcome to Doga with Kimberly and the lovely Belle Starr. Mookie is napping on the side, so we'll see if we'll get him involved. We're going to start with her and see how this goes. She's a little shy, so we'll give it a whirl. So today what we're going to do is a little bit of meditation and a few yoga poses that you can do with your pup. Because as you probably know, when you roll out your yoga mat, the pups come right to it. And so it's nice to try to include them. And so we're going to begin with just a little bit of massage. So taking the hand onto the top of your pup's head, if they're okay with that. Took her a while to be okay with that. And then rolling the hand all the way down. So I like to do down the spine and then right towards the top of her tail. And this can be nice and relaxing. Right, Belle Starr? And then also, after this little bit of massage, I like to also bring in lavender oil. So we'll see if Miss Belle, she likes the lavender oil. Actually, she likes anything that could possibly be food. So I think that's why she goes towards it. It's not edible. Sorry, honey. And then you can put some on yourself if you want to dab a little bit on the dog, or just letting your dog smell it, which, as you see, she does like. So lavender is nice and relaxing. And then also, if you want to set up your stage so that you have maybe some flowers or plants, something nice and alive, or maybe even a candle. I'm all about candles. Water, and then a block, some sort of support. And it's nice if you're in something that's somewhat stretchy, just so that you feel as comfortable as possible. So we're going to begin after this little bit of massage. Hi, sweet girl. Look at her little tongue sticking out, just a smidgen. It's so cute. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and as you can see, she is also. We're going to take a few deep breaths together. So as we do this, I'm going to keep the pet massage going, and again, top of the head all the way down towards the tail. Miss Belle, stay! Isn't this so fun? Give me, sweetie. She's like, not if there's not food involved. So we'll see if she's going to stay with us. If not, we'll get Mookie, who is meditating over on the couch right now. So taking a few deep breaths, keeping the massage going. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes, or you can keep the eyes open and then the gaze kind of down nice and soft. And let's take a few deep breaths together. Inhale and exhale. So we're inhaling through the nose, in and out through the nose, and then also exhaling through the nose. Now, if you have a cold or sinuses or allergies are acting up, please feel free to breathe through the mouth. Typically, by Miss Belle, she wants to go over to Daddy. So we're going to get Mookie, who is wearing his beautiful Wolf Driver cape. Yay! I know, right, Mook Mook? And he was already meditating. So get him to have a little seat, right, Mookie? And we'll work with him today as Belle kind of rests over across the room. So taking a few deep breaths here. So I'll just transition into the massage of Mookie. I know, Mookie, he's always like, this is so exhausting. More Doga. All right, honey, can you stay over here with us? Yeah. And then now Belle's joining. She's like, well, if he's doing it. And she loves to get stuck on the cords, right, Belle Starr? So taking a few deep breaths. Again, this is usually chaotic. It's never the most tranquil experience, but that's really what life's about, right? And so doing what you can to stay in the moment, even if the pets are a little more active than you would like during your meditation. So we'll just continue here, breathing in and out of the nose, and if you can, stay connected with your pup. So for me, I'm rubbing her chest, and for him, since he's really, this is his nap time, he is resting comfortably, so I'm just going to do a little massaging of the ears. And then one thing that I'm going to encourage with this practice is something called loving kindness. So loving kindness, it's also called metta. You may have heard metta meditation. And basically what it is it's 4 phrases that you repeat to yourself, and then you also send out to others. So we'll start here with ourselves, all right? So again, you can stay connected with your pups. You can close your eyes. You can keep the gaze kind of down and soft so that you're not taking in all the external stimuli around you. All right, so repeating to yourself, and again, that's silent. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I have ease of body and mind. And may I be at peace. So it's a good thing to repeat to yourself when you're frustrated with yourself. And just as a reminder about infusing a little bit of loving kindness into your day. And then this next one we're going to send out. So maybe bringing to mind your beloved being or someone in your life you just hold very, very dear. And we'll send these phrases out to them. So may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you have ease of body and mind, and may you be at peace. All right, so that is loving kindness. And so it's a nice thing to do, particularly with someone who you adore, and maybe who is someone that you know is going through a hard time. So may you be happy, healthy, ease of body and mind, and at peace. So after our centering meditation, I like to move into a little bit of movement. We'll see how much movement is going to happen. And so for me, I'm going to sit cross-legged by Miss Belle. I'm going to sit cross-legged. So I've got one heel in front of the other. And I'm going to see if Mr. Mook Mook, again, if you have a small dog, hi, sweet boy, this is a little more doable. If you have a big dog, this may not be as easy. And so I'm just going to put him up into my lap. And as you see, he just kind of lies like a little baby with his cape. And then I've got feet, heels kind of right in front of the other. I've lifted one just to support him a little bit more. So you just adjust what you need to be as comfortable as possible. Right, Mookie? And release your head. And then you can bring hands onto your knees, or I'm just going to scooch back and make a little more space for him. Yes. And then hands onto the knees, and then move the torso into a circle. Mookie, come here. So moving into a circle. Come here, honey. Come here. There you go. Do you want to come sit up? Okay, you'll just sit right there. That's fine. And he's got one paw on my calf. So moving into a circle. And again, as you do so, you can stay connected with your pup. They may still be lying kind of in your little nook that you've created with your legs. That's great. If not, if they've gone rogue, as Mookie has, just working with it. And so what I'm doing is moving the torso into a circle. Very basic, very simple, but yet also feels great, because what you get with this is a back bend, a forward fold, a side bend, and gentle twists. And then we want to move this also in the other direction. He's so whiny. He's like, you know it's nap time. Okay, he's going down. All right, you can rest, honey. And then that other direction, just so that we get that balanced out. Again, if you'd like, you can add in the head and the neck. And if you do have your pup here, kind of right here in front of you or in your nook, just again, staying connected with them. And then come back up to the center. So from here, we're going to take a nice side bend. So arms reach up along the sides of the body, reach a little further with the right arm, and then a little further with the left arm. So side bends back and forth. And then we're going to side bend over to the right side. So drop that right arm down and lift the left arm up and over. If you'd like, coming down onto your forearm. And I'm just going to engage him. the reaching, extending. Hi, sweetie. And then too, as you do a little kind of massaging with them, you can also do a little bit of lengthening. So you see his legs are nice and long, reaching out, and then back up, and then we'll do the other side. So dropping that left hand down, right arm up and over, maybe onto that left forearm. And then you're going to keep that right arm all the way up and over. Maybe you've got a nice big pup here. You can give them a little scratch. Extending, opening up through the right side of the body. And back up. So we're going to do a twist now, which is great for wringing out the lower back. So if you have any of that lower back discomfort, great thing is this one too, you can do at the office in a chair. You may get to bring your pet to work, so you may have him nearby. If not, that's all right too. So you're sitting cross-legged or in a chair, left hand to right knee, right arm behind you. And then again here, just to stay connected with him, little scratches on the head as I gaze over the right shoulder. And then back to the center, and we'll do the other side. So left hand behind and right hand can do a little scratching just right above his tail. Twisting here, breathing, and then back to the center. Nice. So just to do a little bit, hi sweetie, I know you're so tired. Just to do a little bit more kind of engagement with him. Just going to draw him in on my lap. And again, for, some of you, your dog may be way too big to do this. He is 24 pounds, so he's pretty heavy, but he's also malleable, right? So getting him to sit down on my lap. And then what I'm going to do is bring hands kind of right in between where his arms meet, and then just a little massage there. And then noticing his breath, right? So he's got a little bit of kind of whining going on. He's never very excited to get up from a nap. And then from here, I'm going to take my right shin on top of my left. So I've got him. He's somewhat settling. And then this is a hip opener for me. So ankle on knee, and then knee on ankle, right? So they're lined up. Basically, shins are parallel to the front of your yoga mat. And again, sitting up tall. So you may begin to feel this in the outer hips. This is a lot about outer hips. And again, great thing is, can stay connected here. He gets to just hang out on my lap. And maybe leaning forward a little bit. And then we're going to lift up. Ooh, and try the other side. So now we've got left ankle, right knee. Right on top. And maybe, if you can, get the ankle and knee stacked, shins parallel to the front of the mat. Again, here you can check in, see how your pup's doing. Maybe a gentle fold forward. So this is all about, you can probably feel this is all about hips. And if you're in a chair, if you're at the office, you can also do this pose by having your right foot down on the floor and then your left ankle on your right knee. So you'd be more like this in a chair, right? So that's how you get that hip opener while you're seated in your chair. Nice. And then coming back up, and then we're going to extend both legs forward, but I'm going to make space in between my feet for him. Move, move. Got to get your cape all pretty. There you go. Are you going down? He's like, I know. He's always like, when's nap time? Come on in. Here we go. All right, so, and here, feet are flexed. We're going to take one more pose, which is a nice seated forward fold. Now, again, if you're at the office, you're in a chair, or getting on the floor is just not comfortable for you, you can do this in a chair. So what you would do is you would have the feet on the floor, knees bent, feet open into a V, and then fold forward. So maybe you bring elbows down onto your knees. See if you can flex those feet. And maybe folding forward, so taking it a little bit deeper. And again, doing your connection with your pup. I'm going to try to do a little bit of stretching for him while I'm down here. So one arm, one leg, opposite direction, just a gentle tug. And the other side. Nice. And then let's try both legs. He likes the legs more than the arms. And then both arms. Yeah, arms not as much. And just a gentle extension. And as I extend, I also do just a little bit of a massage. So I take hands kind of right at the top of the limb and then massage down. And if you'd like, it can be nice to get into the toes. So those of you who cut your pet's nails and don't take them to a groomer, we're a little nervous about his because his are full black. But what is great about this is it allows you to get a little more comfortable with touching the paws and then also them more comfortable. So whenever you do come in to do a clipping or the groomer does, it's not quite as much of a shock. All right, so you're folding forward. You're breathing as much as possible. You're keeping the spine nice and straight. And so think of a nice extension through the spine, through the crown of the head. And then we're going to roll right back up and come back to where we began, which is, for me, just a cross-legged seated position. Belle's napping across the room. You're going to pull. Come here, Mookie. I'm going to pull him in. There we go. All right, so your pup may come onto their back. They may lie on their side, like Miss Belle right now across the room. She's on her belly. So wherever they end up, wherever they're most comfortable for the final pose, let them lie there, particularly if they're comfortable, which he appears to be. And bring hands to chest, kind of to the heart center. I'm going to slide my hands under his harness and then one hand at the top of his head. And then we'll return back to the loving kindness practice where we began. And repeating silently to yourself, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you have ease of body and mind. May you be at peace. So this is a beautiful practice for sending out a sense of compassion to others, and there's so many beings out there that are deserving of our compassion, and of course our beloved companion animals are high on that list. And if you're curious more about that, it's called loving kindness or metta, M-E-T-T-A, meditation. So as you see, he is nice and relaxed, eyes closed, he's out. So thank you all so much for being here with me, Mookie and Belle Starr. These are rescue pugs from Homeward Bound Pug Rescue in Oklahoma. And reminder to check out all the lovely rescues, Adopt, Don't Shop. And thank you for being here. You can find more videos and how-tos at kimberlywilson.com/doga. Thank you and namaste.